Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is finally time for me to do my 1.5 year lock update video, and I'm pretty excited about it if I'm to be quite honest. So if you want to hear all that is going on so far in my lock journey, keep on watching and I'll see you in the video. Also, disclaimer, I apologize about my voice. I went to a baseball game and your girl was screaming, and this is the end result. Let's go Mets. All right guys, so you know I'm going to jump right in with my cons. I always like to do my cons first just because you want to give the bad news first and then go on to the good news. First con that I have is that my ends still have not locked. I am still dealing with unraveling. I am still dealing with bunching, yes, not slippage, bunching. I'm still dealing with bunching at the ends of my hair, more in the front and the sections that I got heat damage, but the rest of them, they're pretty solid and I got no complaints. There are no complaints on my end, okay? Obviously, bunching happens when your ends, or even like bunching can happen throughout the lock, honestly, but I noticed a bunch of my bunching is happening at the end of my hair because my locks were done with 2-strand twist, as you all know, and the ends just were not locked. I know in a couple of my other videos I talked about braiding the ends of some of my locks just to help with the bunching and all of that good stuff. It does help, but sometimes even the braid, like the couple of braids that I add at the end, those unravel as well. So that is still my #1 con, is that I'm having a bunch of unraveling and my ends they just won't lock. I don't know, they won't lock. Number 2, I am noticing slippage around the perimeter, well, around the front perimeter of my head. I've had to like reinstall a couple of twists. Even with going to a loctician and getting my hair retightened, there's still a lot of slippage happening around the perimeter of my head, which I'm super annoyed about. But the good thing is that I'm not losing my edges. They're just not locking. So I don't know if you guys are having issues with slippage around your edges. I love comments about how I can do it. A lot of you have given some really good feedback and I appreciate it. So if you have any feedback on slippage around the ends, let me know. I don't know what else to do except just kind of let it do its thing, which has just been my motto at this point in my lock journey. Con number 3, which is more trivial in my opinion, is that I still have to band and braid. Now, because of con number 1, which is the unraveling, I have to keep my hair braided and banded when I'm washing it. And honestly, I'm just so over banding and braiding, but I do it because that's what the good loctician told me. But yeah, I think it's a con. I know a lot of people say, you know, band and braid, and then there are others who say you don't have to band and braid. I don't really know where I stand on that scale. I band and braid just because I want to prevent the bunching or keep my bunching as low as possible. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But in my opinion, banding and braiding is still a con for me. Con number 4, which is probably my fault, is I'm having lint in the back of my head. So I use a microfiber towel when I am drying my hair, so I know that there are no fibers or anything like that. But I think because I work out as often as I do, like my workout clothes might be getting on it. I'm not really sure, but I'm noticing some lint in a couple of my locks. And I know that once you get lint in your locks, it's kind of like it's over from there. So you might as well just live with it or just dye it. So I might be dyeing my hair. But it's not that big of a deal, but that's what I'm noticing, is that I'm picking up a lot more lint because my hair has gotten a bit longer and it's touching my clothes more often than not now. Any suggestions on that, let me know, because I do like wearing my hair down. I don't like having my hair up because I get frequent migraines and ponytails just ain't it. So y'all are lucky that this is what we got going on right now. Now that we got our cons out of the way, let us jump right into our pros. So the first pro that will always be my #1 pro is hair freedom. I mean, I totally miss my loose natural hair every now and then, but to just kind of get up, roll out of my bed and keep it moving, hallelujah. Freedom of just getting up and going is the absolute biggest pro of having locks, micro locks, sister locks, whatever kind of lock you have. I think that is the biggest pro, is the freedom to just move around and do what you want. Pro number 2, my locks are finally remaining moisturized. Oh my gosh, I am so happy about this. I know I complained about my locks being dry in a couple of my other videos or a couple of my earlier videos, but now I'm noticing that we are holding some moisture. Like okay, I see you. Now, disclaimer, I do follow up with my washes. Like once I wash my hair, when I come out of the shower, what I do is I take, oh my gosh, almond oil. Take some almond oil, I put it in my palm, literally like a drop, not a lot. Put it in my palm, rub it up, and then I just kind of like go over my hair just to kind of seal some kind of moisture in, because I use VO5 to wash my hair. VO5 strips your locks. It sucks all the moisture out of it. So I like to re-moisturize a bit just by putting a little oil on my hair when it's wet, and I have no complaints. But before you do that, and if you have a loctician, please speak to your loctician, because I know some of them are very particular about oils and it's more about putting it on your scalp. But my dryness is at my ends, and I can't do dry ends. I'm sorry, can't do it. So if you want to put oil on your locks, if you're doing it yourself, do it at your own risk. If you have a loctician, talk to your loctician and see what they have to say. Pro number 3 is versatility. Guys, I just love how versatile my hair is. I keep telling myself I'm gonna get a wig, and I probably will, just because I want to try it out. But I just love how versatile my hair is. Like I can put in a ponytail, I can do like French braids, I can do 2-strand twists, a braid out, bantu knots. I can do whatever style I want. If you guys are into protective styling, you know I've seen a couple of girls with Microlocs on my Instagram that they get box braids and stuff like that. Like I personally wouldn't put box braids over my locks, just because I know that there's a potential of you losing a lock like that. But it's versatile. Like if you want to try that, or you want to do something different, you can switch it up. Having locks doesn't like close your world off to a lot of other styles, and I absolutely love that. I am going to hope that my counting is correct, and we're up to pro number 5, which is the final pro. And I will have to say that my final pro is just how easy wash day is. I remember as a loose natural, just going through wash day would give me anxiety, and now I just have to band and braid sometimes and shampoo my hair, call it a day. Maybe I'll put a little oil on it, depending if I'm feeling spicy. But wash day has been cut down to maybe 20 minutes, if even that long, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Just obsessed with just how easy it is to handle my hair and then just look flawless at the same time. Like I feel like you never have a bad hair day, personally, unless you need a retie. If you need a retie, that's a different story. But I feel like on a whole, you never really have a bad hair day, and I got no complaints there. So that is it, guys. Those are my 4 cons and my 5 pros. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any question, leave them down below and I will answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.